How to get more connections on LinkedIn. Hi, my name is Chris Cozzolino, and I'm the co-founder of Uptown Creation, a guerrilla marketing and LinkedIn lead generation company. In this video, what we're going to be talking about is how to get more connections on LinkedIn. So more importantly, the things that make it so people don't connect back with you and how to avoid those tactics and avoid the things that are going to make people less likely to connect back with you, and how to make your profile just look natural and not spammy and not like you're trying to take advantage of somebody, to make it so they actually want to connect with you and grow their network with you. Now, there's a bunch of different reasons why people want to grow their network on LinkedIn and grow their connection base. It could be that you're looking to make sales, which is perfectly fine. It could be that you're a recruiter and you're looking for new candidates, or you're a founder and you're looking for new job candidates. Or maybe you're looking to apply to roles yourself. Or maybe you're just trying to build your LinkedIn so you can have an audience to be able to push content to and get feedback in your industry and build a name for yourself, a personal brand. Regardless of what the reason is that you're on LinkedIn, chances are you want to grow your audience and your connection base so you can have a larger impact, which is exactly the way that you should be approaching LinkedIn. And that's the way LinkedIn wants you to approach it as well. So if you're in line with LinkedIn's goals, that's how you know that you're going to be able to find success on the platform. And that's what we're going to talk about. So we're going to talk about the tactics to avoid. We're going to talk about the tactics to actually implement and how to make your profile look better so people want to connect with you. And then at the very end of this video, I'm going to talk about a single filter that you can add that'll make your connection acceptance rate go up threefold. So the first thing that I want to talk about is the tactics to avoid. So we've all got these connection requests. They start off with, hi, Chris, or saying hi to your name. I see we have some mutual connections, and I'd love to connect with you. So this is going to be a major red flag. So for this reason, I'd recommend not using any of these, what I call the dirty words on LinkedIn. So I saw we have some mutual connections. I'd love to connect. I'd love to add you to my network. Let's see if there's any ways that we can help each other. Those types of phrases aren't inherently bad, but they're bad to use on LinkedIn just because of the other types of people that are using them and what people are accustomed to believing then. So when you send a new connection request, I would strongly encourage you to use no words or as few words as possible. I would also avoid saying hi in their name or any greeting like that, just because some people will stop reading immediately. So going into either a very hyper personalized statement, which I'll show you in a moment, or just leaving the connection request blank entirely and not sending a message along with it. That's going to be my number one recommendation. But if you really want to send a message, it needs to be very customized. Another red flag that I'm seeing here is the I help Amazon sellers increase sales through SEO. If you have a headline like this, you're going to want to change that on your profile immediately. So a headline like the I help X do Y is really good for SEO purposes if you're not actually using LinkedIn and you just want to show up in searches. It's a very outdated tactic though, and one that a lot of LinkedIn gurus and coaches will push, and I disagree with it because it makes you look like you're trying to sell somebody something rather than just trying to be another person on LinkedIn. LinkedIn, since they were acquired by Microsoft in 2018, has really made a push to make LinkedIn be more of a professional social media platform versus just a resume and job building website. And what that means is they want to have some personality in your profile. So if we look at my headline, I say pharmacist, co-founder and CEO at Uptown Creation. And then I go into some basics about how I would describe what I do and who I am. So guerrilla marketer, LinkedIn lead generation. And then I end with kind of a personal thing of my personality type, which is ENTP. So you should always start off with what your job title is in the company that you work at. I know that it's basic, but you don't need to do anything fancy here to make it look normal for the platform that you're on. The way that you can really amp it up, though, is by adding these statements about how you would describe what you do, and then even adding in some personal flair. If you are a dog dad of 3 dogs, put that there if you want, and that's something that you're really passionate about. But sharing a passion here is a really good idea if you want to take your headline and your profile to the next level. The other factor of connection acceptance rate is going to be your profile picture. So just make sure that you have a headshot that's fairly zoomed in on your face and not a whole body shot where people can't make out who you are. If you have a good profile picture and a good headline, you're setting yourself up for success. So I'm going to go ahead and show another bad example of a connection request. So again, hi, Chris, your profile came up as a recommendation, and I saw that we share some mutual interests in the tech and data security space. So you can tell that this is obviously written by a bot or copy and pasted. And then they end it with, would love to connect and share industry insights. So again, it's one of those connection requests that we've all received a million times before, and we know exactly what it leads to. It leads to somebody trying to sell us something. And that's not what we want. Those aren't connection requests we're going to accept. So an example of a good connection request comes here from James, as you can see. And it says, hi, Chris, just watched your YouTube video on the perfect LinkedIn message you did. And that even includes the date. I found it very useful, and thanks. So I would get rid of the hi, Chris here. And if he just started with this very personalized message, there's no way that a bot or automation would be able to write that. So I'm going to accept that connection request because I know that this person actually wants to connect with me, which is great. Now, again, I'm going to recommend that you don't include any connection request message, but if you feel the need to, that's the way that I would do it. Now moving on to how you actually send connection requests. So what I would recommend is just doing a quick search on LinkedIn. I'm going to search for pharmacist and search for the job title that you're looking to get in touch with. And that's going to bring up a number of people. And then if you click see all results or all people, we can add it. So it's only second and third degree connections that I'm seeing. And then I can put in my location as well. Now you want to make sure to stick around until the end of this video because I'm going to show you how to make even more refined searches and make it so your connection acceptance rate goes way up because you're looking at a certain demographic of people. Now, if you only have regular LinkedIn sales or regular LinkedIn, not LinkedIn Sales Navigator, that's perfectly fine. There's a link in the description if you want to give LinkedIn Sales Navigator a try for 60 days. I really recommend it because it allows you to keep track of everybody that you're connecting with, and it'll also allow you to connect with some of the most active people on LinkedIn, which I'll show you. Now, these are all pharmacists in the United States, and that is my demographic. So I can just go down the list and send these connection requests. You can send anywhere from 25 to 50 a day. If you want LinkedIn to make some recommendations on their own, if you click the My Network area and then let this load, and you're going to have to do a bit of scrolling down to get to the recommendations that are the best. But if you go to more suggestions for you, these are going to be people that LinkedIn's handpicked based on your network. And it's really easy to go down the list and send connection requests to these people that are really good fits. You can kind of do a glance and skip over the ones that might not be a good fit, but you can go and connect with the people that are a great fit. So hopefully this has helped so far to not only show you how to connect with people on LinkedIn, but also how to search and use some filters, some very basic filters to make sure that you're connecting with the right people on LinkedIn. And also avoid the practices that are going to make it so people don't want to connect with you. So now I'm going to go into that number one reason that will increase your connection acceptance rate. So if we go over to LinkedIn Sales Navigator, I've already built out a list here. So you can see I've searched again for second and third degree connections based in the United States with a job title pharmacist. Now, if we look at this spotlights area, you're going to see posted on LinkedIn in the last 30 days. So right now, my search results are 160,000 pharmacists. But if I narrow it down to the people who are posting on LinkedIn, that's going to narrow it down to 2,000 people. So you can see out of that 160,000 people, there would be a lot of people that I would be wasting my time with because they're just not active on the platform. You know, they might have made a LinkedIn after school to find a job and never touched it since. But if I go after these people who have posted on LinkedIn in the last 30 days, or even the people who have changed jobs within the last 90 days, you know that these people are at least checking LinkedIn on a regular basis. And these are going to be the people that if you start connecting with this archetype, your connection acceptance rate is going to go way up and you're going to build your network faster than you ever thought you could. I usually shoot for a 30% acceptance rate when I'm targeting the most active people, but you can get 40, 50, even 60% and higher connection acceptance rates if your profile is built out the right way. Another pro tip is if you see this golden IN badge next to somebody's name, that means they're paying for LinkedIn Premium. So if you have a small list and you can't target the people who have posted on LinkedIn in the last 30 days, I'd highly recommend targeting the people who have or are currently paying for a LinkedIn Premium subscription, which you can tell by that golden IN badge. So just to wrap up, we've gone over the top tips of how to not only connect with people on LinkedIn, but increase that connection acceptance rate. If you found value, please consider subscribing and giving this video a like. You can check out uptowncreation.com as well to schedule a call with our team, and we can help you build out this exact strategy. Thanks for watching.